Hello and welcome to episode 143 of the Trample Podcast.
I can behave.
He's back. I'm Gary Black and joining me this
never
week
knew I was away. You fucking recorded and didn't tell me it was happening.
for a good reason, it turns out.
What?
Look at the fucking attitude you've got already.
Fuck it, I listened to that one back today. Fucking 200 fucking podcasts under your belts and fucking Kit Curtis look like the fucking pro.
Chris Conroy's here
Hiya.
and John Walker's here.
Hello.
This is 143 because I listened to the other one today and it was 142 that I was
Thank you
listening
very
to.
much. Thank you.
But who knows what you fucking recorded in between behind mine and John's back.
Which John? John me or John Gavin?
Exactly.
Cool.
And you'll never find out.
I always thought Kip was a guy's name.
No, it's a car. You're thinking of the car from Knight Rider.
So I am.
Or heroin. You fucking miss me, man. Alexa, buy tampons. I'm getting a wee bit too close to the Alexa.
I think it's weird that he's have them. Like, it really makes me I understand it doesn't matter because my phone's doing the same thing the whole time. I'm pretending it's not. But I find it weird that you have an object in your house that you talk to.
See, for music, it's amazing.
No, mate, it's not. Like, I have my Sonos and I can just go to my phone and put in whatever I want.
Yeah, but isn't your Sonos about to become defunct due to a software update?
I don't know. Is it?
Any pre-2018 model is about
Was
to
it
be...
as soon as that? I thought it was like 2003.
No, I
like
think
the
it's...
earlier adopters.
No, I think it's recent. It's going to become a brick due to a software update.
Well, I will use it as said brick.
See the way you go to fucking look at houses if you're buying or renting a house and there's like a plug point that's just been painted over. That's going to be the Sonos in your house. The generations and people that live in your house in the next 50 years will just be fucking paint over that ornament.
Do your plug sockets only have specific use? Don't use that's the kettles one. You made that seem like that's the one with the Sonos.
No, I've loved some really... No, I mean, like, just fucking fixtures on walls that you moved into a place and going, I don't even know why the fuck that's there.
You're like your 30-pin iPod dock.
Aye. Or are you going, you never lived in a fucking place and went, we moved in here 2 years ago and that thermostat's never worked, but that's the thermostat that is plugged into the boiler, so that's the one we use. Like, see, the last place I lived in, I think there was 4 thermostats.
Alexa!
There used to be points you'd say to the kids, what are you doing? You'd just be up at the wall turning the thermostat going, I'm kidding on, it's a safe.
Wait, why is my Sonos going to go out of date? I don't understand.
So the company are releasing new software,
right?
And they say that pre-certain time devices don't have the capacity to run that software.
But why would it be now incompatible? I don't understand why it would stop being compatible with Spotify.
Because they want you to buy a new one.
No, but
you get a discount now.
You get a 30% discount.
But I still don't understand why it would be incompatible.
Oh no, you're misunderstanding.
It's been done deliberately. They're going to turn off my Sonos.
They're going to turn off your Sonos.
So it's nothing to do with the software update, because I know for a fact things like old iPods, if you just don't update the software, it's fine.
I mean, there might be a thing of saying, the software size is bigger than we ever imagined, so there's not enough memory.
You play music,
yeah,
and you turn the volume up.
Let's be honest, there is no sympathy in this story, because the only people that have fucking Sonos are millionaires and Formula 1 drivers.
And John.
Aye. The other guy that I knew that had Sonos was a fucking millionaire.
I mean, am I still within my rights?
And his taste in music was fucking damning as well.
To take it back to my brother and be like, you know that 30th present you got me?
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking need a new one. That's bullshit. I'm going to need to look into that.
And also, see if you've got you could set it up so it could play music throughout your whole house.
Yeah.
How many rooms do you have Sonos in?
Just mine.
Imagine you got that, and then last year you decided to put speakers in every room in the house.
Yeah.
Because of that one speaker, the whole system is not compatible with the software, so it bricks the whole system.
That should be
angry.
That should be illegal.
Yeah.
That literally should be illegal, that you can just defunct an object by going, cool, no.
Well, if there's one group of people who can definitely take it to court and fight it's millionaire Sonos owners.
And Formula 1 drivers.
Yeah.
Let's hope that Patreon money
Class action walker.
increases.
Yeah. Fuck. Do you know what? They'll be listening to this going, he never fucking pushed the parking ticket. He'll no chase us.
They'll not be listening to this. The speakers have shut off.
Fucking Sonos
Like,
cunts.
he's raging. Absolutely raging.
So beside my Sonos, what else is dead, Gary?
Alexa, order Sonos.
Without 30% discount.
Post 2018 models only.
I mean, it's a good fucking speaker as well.
Alexa, Dancing Queen by ABBA. Aye, that's what it is.
You got the song title correct.
Hey Google, tell me a joke.
Gary Black's spare room.
Whoa. We have a new Patreon.
Yes.
Your spare room will be full of more toys, but this sweet money coming in.
Thank you very much. Kieran Hoy.
Hoy.
Hockey.
Is it Hoy or Hoy?
Hockey.
Hoy.
Hockey. Where's Kieran from?
Why are you asking me difficult questions
Gary,
like
these
that?
are literally the only things we put you in charge of.
We only got his email address and his money. We didn't get a
Mate, as
biography.
if you have not rifled through his fucking confirmation pictures on,
So
on
we think-
Facebook.
If I'm right, it's potentially somebody that's a friendly comment with you in story who's my pal, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's any link whatsoever. It could just be so happen that that's the way it fell.
That boy really likes funky dance music.
Yeah. Could literally be that.
Is Ewan still putting nights on?
No, he's
Oh,
not.
not so much.
No. He done 2 and he barely broke even. And it was like a $6,000 layout to get the night on. It's like, fuck
while we're
that.
talking about nights, Richard Brown of Richard Brown fame did me a really, really good turn at the weekend, and I would just like to publicise his excellent show that's coming to the Comedy Festival. It's March 15th.
Trample Bat approved.
Aye, Richard is a funny man. He done me a really good turn at the weekend. So that's the free advertising. I know a lot of the people that go into the Brexit Dads chat and the Twitter and that. I know there is a lot of comedy goers. If you haven't heard of Richard, take a chance and buy a ticket.
You have mentioned him before, I think. It was
Richard?
Richard that did the tweet about Stormzy, wasn't it?
He's
He said, what was it? He said, which proves I can make any tweet about myself.
Yeah.
What's that effect?
Yeah.
I think I've seen him a couple of times. I think I've seen him in the Griffin once, Comedy Festival a few years ago. Fucking really, really good. In fact, didn't I when I bumped into you and Ralph?
Probably. He's part of a collective as well called Chunks that we've raved about before. They're doing a lot in the Comedy Festival. So Chunks and Richard Brown, we're going to mention it more. With the fucking size of the room John Gavin's booked for the fucking Comedy Festival.
Where's he booked?
Fuck knows.
Hydro.
Mate, it's a fucking tiny. A man of that calibre should be selling that. He should be doing shifts. There should be a 1 o'clock show, a 3 o'clock show, a 5 o'clock show. He can go and get a pizza and then a 9 o'clock show.
It's almost like he's not even dedicated to paying this wedding.
No, mate, Utrecht. I tell you what fucking happens as well. Utrecht. See when you fucking look up things to do in Utrecht, it self-populates to Utoxeter before fucking Utrecht. There's more people partying in Utoxeter than Utrecht.
So what room is it? Is what are we talking, a 30, a 40, a 50, a 100?
50 to 100.
And he should
He
be
should-
doing 250, 300 easy.
See if you work at the Standard, the booking policy, get John in for a fucking Sunday 5 o'clock shift. Let him make some fucking money.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Webster's Theatre.
He's got kids.
he famously doesn't promote
Oh,
himself.
that attitude is...
I did not know that venue was open to bookings.
Which one is it?
Oh no, that's a previous.
Is that
sorry,
Utoxeter?
That's a previous festival.
The Utoxeter Folk Festival?
Yeah. That was the oft missed Yes Bar.
I
That was
hate-
from 2018.
I now hate people that don't promote themselves.
The Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Where's the
It's-
Amsterdam?
It's Brunswick. It's
Oh, the sellers.
the hotel, aye. Next to the Brunswick Hotel. Same people have got St. Luke's, but guys, Richard Brown, who's got a cracking poster, maybe Pierce O'Halloran again. Chunks, John Gavin.
John Gavin, who could have an excellent poster made by me, but he never tells me the details.
Has he got a poster yet?
No, of course not. John Gavin's never had a poster for any gig he's done.
Go and support them because they're too shy to ask.
Thank you
But
very much.
they are excellent. With
Kieran.
Yeah, we should get back to promoting ourselves.
Kieran,
Kieran
thank
Hoy,
you.
thank you so much for signing up.
And all Patreons.
And all patrons, if you want to get all that extra content, if you want to keep this from having fucking adverts,
Gary,
you'd
what's
have
the
to be
tiers?
sincere.
What's the tiers?
Try to talk about how people don't have to listen to adverts.
No, the tiers of the patron.
Fucking
Not
listen,
you-
you waffle about.
Not you crying. Get to the point, Gary. People want to know the exact point. Tier 1.
Tier 1 is
Just go straight to tier 2.
Tier 1 for $3 a month, because it has to charge you in dollars, unfortunately. You get 24-hour early access to all episodes.
And all backdated episodes. Is that tier 2?
No, that tier 2, you get all extra content, the little extra bits that we record every couple of weeks.
And is that access to the old stuff?
No.
Because lip sync charges, pricks.
So tier 3 is you get access to the classic episodes.
When it sounded like we were doing this.
You don't put money up, do you? You've been a wee bit lax.
Well,
in
when
that, I'll be
people
honest.
when people encourage and say I've run out of some, can I get some new ones? Then I put some up.
See the rare times I'm onto Facebook and it says you shared this 5 years ago, and it's one of the ones that we've shared promoting the podcast.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't fucking remember that.
I remember
What ones do you remember?
the Platini one when he got found
That's
it.
because it was a good cover.
There's a
That's
the
that's
lightsaber
episode
one.
50.
Yeah, that's a belter because you had the lightsaber through Platini. That was a belter. What other ones?
I remember.
Oh, paint me like your French girls. That was. I couldn't stop saying that for fucking ages, man.
the fucking see that.
Paint me like your French girls.
Yeah, French girl.
Pal, what you doing, Pal Nutini? Oh, is that Hydro?
He cancelled the gig. He fucking got away with that. He never put another fucking gig on, did he?
I don't know.
Mate, the reason that
Yeah.
came about was he cancelled the Hydro like a day or two before.
Yeah.
All right. But
Can he make it?
I've been coughing, I've been wheezing, I'm not going to make it tonight. Aye, get Sandra here.
So if you want to hear classics like that and more,
Sunday.
you go to patreon.com/tramplebat and you can sign up.
My favourite John Walker moment.
What's the broom? Trigger's broom.
No,
Is
the
that just call him Dave?
the 5 minutes about the fridge having a camera in it. that was the best thing I've fucking heard.
I'll need to go back and listen to that.
The only people that have a camera in their fridge have been cheated on by their partner. Just the cynicism that was fucking riding through that whole 5-10 minutes.
That was all off one guy I worked with that I knew that was a suspicion all along.
I know
Like
Steve,
she was stealing his cheese. She's fucking Gary!
I know Stephen Wilson's been very keen to get a hold of the Solar Freaking Roadways episode.
Have you got access to it?
It's coming. It's episode 21, I think.
Do you still follow,
That's due to
follow
get
them on
uploaded.
Twitter? Solar freaking road.
No, I didn't know it was ever a Twitter thing. I just remember being really excited for a minute.
They're still, like, you see when there was snow in America in the winter there, they were showing you it actually melting. The
Fuck
snow
off.
ruin about it, mate, and going, look, this, we just send a wee charge through it, and then that'll clear the roads. You don't even need critters. Like, every week there's another reason for you to get excited and go, how's this not a fucking thing?
So if you can imagine at this point, what we then have to do is really sincerely read out a Squarespace or a Emma Mattress advert, and it would be really fucking horrible.
Imagine doing it. Oh, what's the mattress companies?
Helix?
Casper.
Casper mattresses.
Dreams?
Dreams mattresses.
Do you know Dreams mattresses are now the official mattress sponsor of Manchester United, and you get that with every receipt if you've ever bought in from them?
Oh.
Dreams, the official sponsor of Manchester
Do you know
United. Fuck off!
Do you know all the Team Ineos, the former Team Sky riders for cycling stuff, all have their own pillow that they take to every hotel? You know, at a different hotel, they keep the same pillow.
In case somebody drugs their pillow.
That's where they keep their fucking.
They dust it.
That's where they keep their fucking recirculated blood to put into themselves later
Just
on.
to keep the asthma down, hypoallergenic. My fucking asthma was... See, around about K240 today, my asthma just kicked right in. Day 13. Dreams mattresses, so dreamy you'll forget you haven't had sex in a long time. 100-day refund policy.
That is the weirdest thing I've noticed in mattress adverts.
But it's only if you can get it wrapped back up into the tube on your own.
But it's fucking you should if anyone returns a mattress, it should be burned. I'm hoping that's what they actually do. They just go, nope.
Do you know what they do? They fucking shape it like a tree and send it.
Do you know what we should?
We're planting 10 trees for every fucking 9 mattresses. They're just fucking cutting up the return mattresses, painting them green and going, carbon footprint. What carbon footprint?
I watched Wayne's World for the first time in years,
right.
And you know what we did wrong? It's seen we did a Patreon plea and didn't do a video. Instead of having ads, we should have done the Wayne's World reboot of like us just being surrounded with merchandise.
Aye.
Well, strength to Costa. And then you having a headache, and then it cuts to the actual paracetamol advert.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to do ads.
Who would fucking sponsor this, man?
The fucking
numbers are through the fucking.
Was it a cigar
floor.
company? Was it a cigar company?
Yeah, cigar company wanted.
Aye, but they wanted to give us a cut of the fucking cigars sold off of the back of the affiliate link that they were going to piggyback. I
think for all podcasts at our level, that's actually what they all work off of.
Yeah. But we'd all have fucking Lisa mattresses.
No. How many people go through your code? I was listening to an old... So Bill Burr does this thing where he cuts his...
Right. See anybody that is fucking like... What's one Bill Burr will sponsor?
No, but that's the point.
But see, instead of putting the Bill Burr code in, we all just start putting in trampled bat voucher. Because they'll see it when they open up the code going, oh, this is an abandoned basket. They've tried to use a trampled bat voucher.
In fact, do that for anything that allows you to apply a voucher just to see what happens.
Voucher code, type in the words trampled bat voucher.
Yeah, good idea.
All uppercase. That's key.
As if you're shouting it.
Trampled bat voucher!
Do you know once, right, I'm fucking... I don't know if it makes me look
just
like
whisper it so people can't really hear it.
Makes me look like a fucking idiot.
No.
I'd never really worked on a job before where, there was a lot of typing, right? And I'd done the job for about 6 months. And I was going, nah, fuck this, I fucking don't like this job anymore. Fuck this, I'm signing it off. So I was going to give him a couple of weeks' notice. And I went to write out my fucking, my resignation letter, saying thanks for the opportunity and all that. But I wasn't that great at the time with the computers. I'm fucking brilliant with the computers now. Do you know what I mean? But at the time. So I get dead pissed off fucking putting a capital letter and full stops and all that. So I just typed it all out in caps. And I handed it to my manager. God, it's not really working out. So there you go. She's like, you've typed it all out in caps. I was like, aye, yeah, fucking, I just thought it would be quicker. She says, do you know that looks as if you're shouting? As if you're shouting. So I went back and read it again. To whom it may concern, I thoroughly enjoyed my 6 months with the company, but I am moving on. She's fucking... I just wasn't aware, but now I'm aware. I get plenty of it.
And how have you been in the last 2 weeks?
Super. Super.
Talking of cancelled gigs at the Hydro.
Sorry, can I finish my story?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So what Bill Burr does, right, is he does like a 30-minute episode on a Thursday, but then he'll take one from The Vault and it snips it together, but you'll hear
I got it out in the vault.
But you'll hear his advertising reads from like 10 years ago when it wasn't famous. And it's like
Bill's Hardware.
It's essentially just begging for money. It's like, see if you're going to shop on Amazon, see if you just go to it, but then you type in Bill Burr, there'll be another link that you can just buy the same stuff anyway. It was just pure begging for money. It was like, we need money to keep this thing going, because it was 10 years ago, it was fairly new. But it's just funny hearing how bad it's got.
And we're not even asking that. We just want your money directly off you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we know we're not competing with Netflix and stuff like that, but like, we'll answer questions. We'll curate stuff.
Your money means nothing to Netflix.
Yeah.
But to us, it means something.
Yeah. I mean, it means a lot. It means better equipment, studio, sound.
All
Anyone who listens to those like episodes 1 to 30 when we did them in the living room will vouch that the money has been well spent.
That's why they're deleted episodes.
We said this jokingly. If our sound is better than a lot of the there's top podcasts I listen to all the time, but we finally listened to that Keen Odyssey.
It's unreal.
It's
It's the best, isn't it? It's the fucking best.
I love the bit when they explain that when they do their Irish accent, it's things that he didn't say.
It's just very, very good.
But yeah, sorry. Our sound is better than most of the biggest podcasts. There's some big... Bill Burr still does have off his phone.
Imagine something worthwhile to say instead of this bullshit.
Mate, have you listened to Bill Burr? He's just fucking ranting about sport. Amazing.
You got a hardware store.
So
He's just fucking randomly shouting out names and...
So 20 minutes into the podcast, we've got some deaths this week.
This week are the backdated weeks because we've not done one.
No, they're this week.
Oh, fuck.
The first one is...
Lisa Simpson. Saxophone joke.
The first one is Jack Burns. He was an American comedian and actor. He was a producer on The Muppet Show.
Oh,
that big one for you, Gary.
Puppets again.
Big one in the Gary Black household.
Yeah. A bit more close to home is Roy Walton, the man behind Tam Shepard's Jokes Shop.
Oh.
On Queen Street in Glasgow.
See, I already done the joke about the cremation, didn't I?
Yeah.
When we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Where they'll put the coffin up and then they'll pull the curtain.
It would just be a puff of smoke.
Disappear, aye.
What age was he?
87.
Oh, fuck. Right, okay, fair enough. That's a good innings.
And the third one is prominent rapist Kobe Bryant.
Did
you just not do Kobe Bryant?
No, he's only died, like, in the gap.
Joseph Goss has been sending me pictures of people getting Kobe Bryant tribute haircuts, where Kobe Bryant is drawn into the back of the head.
What, that Joe Goss has had to do them? Or just people in general?
He's on sort of barber sites.
Right.
Do you know that I just love fucking bad art? See anything like that, and some of the stuff Joseph sent is just fucking top notch, man. Just really tacky. Do you know? But the only thing that makes it a tribute is time. If they had got that haircut 2 weeks previous when he was still alive, they'd just be a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
But he dies, and it's a tribute.
So we have said this before, right? Saxophones and helicopters are the two most dangerous items to anyone.
Yeah.
Mainly rich people in the world. I did like Ari. Do you familiar with Ari Shafir?
Mate, I seen he get punted.
Right, remember we criticised Limmy for being a shite bag when Scott Hutchison committed suicide?
Yes.
And we went too close to home, can't do it. Ari Shafir is a New York comic, but he works in LA loads, and he went down the route of he got away with rape, people shouldn't forget this, and did a horrible video, which he does for everyone famous who dies. But at this point, he didn't know who else was in the helicopter.
Oh, 7 other people died in this, by the way.
Aye. And he kind of just doubled down and went, I didn't call anyone else in the helicopter a rapist, just the raper. And I was like, oh. I kind of went, you know what? Because there's too many comedians, there's too many famous people who take the fucking abuse and then apologise. He went, no, I didn't say anything about anyone other than the rapist that died in the helicopter.
I'm sorry you died, but your dad was a rapist.
I mean, maybe not to that extent. He just, but I did like that he just
dead
went,
face.
Because loads of the comedy clubs have cancelled. You went, doesn't really matter. He'll be fine. Like, he's a funny fucking comedian. He'll be absolutely all right.
He's a horrible cunt though.
It's a persona thing though. If you've seen loads of his stand up, it's all a fucking persona thing.
Aye.
It's actually just the act.
If you hear him,
you need to be able to separate yourself from the act.
If you hear him on like long podcasts, he's just. Do you see? Because he spiked like fucking one of the other people on. He was on a guest of somebody's podcast and he put a fucking dab of Mandy in his fucking drink.
Nobody ever does that to me.
It's because it's a fucking Tuesday night we do this. If we did it on a Friday night, it'd be different.
We get Techno Peter next door.
Gary Black's Mandy night. We could do that with Gary. Like, what drug have we spiked your coke with today, Gary?
His mum listens to this, Gary.
What about his dad, Gary? No, they're about the Caribbean now.
Caribbean.
That's what I fucking meant to go. I went and bought a fucking wrap today. How do you say Chipotle? Chipotle. I've been in my head.
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
See, South Park done a full episode in Chipotle sauce and how you shouldn't have it because you physically can't digest it.
And that's why I can only refer to it as Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Why can you not digest it?
What it was the idea that fucking was it
It
Cartman?
makes your arsehole bleed.
Cartman in the episode's like talking about how he's got this washing powder that clears all the blood stains out of his underwear, and Stan keeps going, but were you at least concerned? And he goes, of course I was concerned, but have you tried Chipotle sauce?
Chipotle? I thought, in my head I'd built up like Chipotle was a region. Like the Chipotle wine,
Chipotle.
man. Chipotle. Chipotle?
Yeah.
Chipotle?
Chipotle.
Did you see the BBC done the same thing they did with Rixon, and they've done with a few other deaths where they accidentally put the wrong picture of the wrong person
LeBron
up?
James.
Mate, how many people does this need to happen to before they go, we know it's deliberate, we know it's the same it's the same organisation that's doing it all the time?
You know how I like my basketball. You know what I mean? And I didn't notice.
It's going to put a real sad point on Space Jam 2 later this year.
Who's it? I watched Uncut Gems. Who's the boy? Kevin Garnett.
Never heard of him.
He's all over it. The movie,
right.
A big part of it. But they used a lot of people that were the real people in real life. A lot of the actors kept their same name as well. But I wasn't. I was looking it up after that. They have actually used footage for maybe the early 2000s. You know, a sort of 15-year-old game is the live, so it is Kevin Garnett in it. It was interesting the way they done it. But basketball, I'm a bigger fan of helicopters.
They are the leveler.
That's 2020's fucking bungee jump, isn't it? Playing the saxophone on a helicopter. It's fucking.
That's like hanging off a roof with one arm whilst videoing yourself doing it.
Tom Cruise would do it.
Tom Cruise would say, maybe it's the new Top Gun. Maybe it's a scene in the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
I'm raging about Tom Cruise. Like, see, a Tom Cruise movie is just fucking pure escapism. But you can't forget all the fucking nonsense in his day-to-day life. You know what? His day-to-day life, you know, I'm never going to watch a Tom Cruise movie.
Have we talked about this before about Scientology? How I think it's the one religion that makes sense.
Right.
Not in its basis.
A money pyramid scheme?
But because of the way that they do it, is they'll go, have you seen Leah Remini talk about this?
No.
So she was the person that was in Kings and Queens of Kevin James.
Yeah.
And she talks about how you go in at an entry level where you're paying like maybe $2,000 to commit to it.
Right.
And you go in and you'll be told that if you join Scientology, you'll reap rewards. And then what would happen is she'd be going for auditions in Hollywood. And because it's all Hollywood that's involved, she would start getting parts in movies, and because it's all the people that are higher up in Hollywood that are Scientologists. And then you'd start to go, holy shit, I've been fucking invested in Scientology, been praying
for 2 months.
And I'm starting to get fucking big contracts.
Starting to get results.
Oh, I should pay on the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you were living in that fucking...
But I tell you what, if you miss 2 payments, you're getting the chopper into the fucking office to see them.
But it is that idea where you go like, holy shit, like, does this actually work? Because I'm getting more parts and more money.
It works in the same way that being a member of the mafia works.
Yes. Which I think we can all agree, if we get the option and somebody was like, your podcast will be number 1, I'd go.
Would you?
I'd sell our souls at this point.
Yeah.
To not have to sit another fucking day in that office, man.
It's been too long, hasn't it?
So if there's any mafioso out there, we're interested.
Who's really interested in investing in podcasting?
Yeah.
Tony Macaroni does a lot of adverts.
Yeah.
Maybe got a connection.
Yeah.
I know cultural, isn't it? That I just kind of get involved with massive American sports like that, basketball. America. Who won the Super Bowl?
The Kansas City Chiefs. It was a good game. I didn't have a dog in the race, so it was nice to just watch it, not really care.
And not really care.
And not to have Tom Brady there to root against.
Yeah.
That's you all over the back. We've agreed with this. It's just because he's the best, you don't like him.
No, it's because he's a cheating arsehole.
How's he a cheat?
He threw some balls that were flatter than other balls.
Deflategate.
Mate, you need to get any cycling.
Make my tyres flatter.
Is that what you did to make the ball heavier?
Yeah.
No.
So you could throw it further?
Lighter.
No.
Lighter to catch easier. That's right, innit?
Yeah.
you can grip it better and it'd be easier to catch for
It's
people if
harder
it's lighter.
to kick for the other team.
But they're not using a multi-ball system.
They are.
But they were the home
But they
team, so
were.
they're in charge of all the balls.
So they deflated all the balls?
Apparently.
Wow.
Below regulation PSI.
How was Thomas Brady at
Exactly.
fault for this? Surely that
Exactly.
would be higher up the
Yes.
No, he's the quarterback. He's the man in charge that calls the
balls.
balls.
Calls the balls.
Well, that's who that we talked about in the Patreon, Aaron Hernandez played for. The
Yeah.
killer was Patriots.
It was an unfortunate nickname to have, the killer.
Do you
Yeah.
think if the balls had been a wee bit lighter and like his brain injury would have been less and he wouldn't have murdered those innocent people?
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's the worst part.
Although it's less the ball and more somebody else's skull.
I liked how they built it up in the documentary for so long. They tried to blame CTE at the end, and then it got to one guy who just went, there are thousands of ex-NFL stars who are suffering from CTE who have managed to not kill anyone.
What does CT stand for?
CTE, I don't know what it stands for.
Concussed.
No, it's not concussed. It's something trauma.
Atrophy.
But he had. This is what's really annoying. He had the worst example of a 27-year-old, the damage he had. However, the average of the suicides that were done were like 42, 43 years old. So you never seen the brain at 27.
Yeah.
You've seen it at 43. You've no idea.
But there was a campaign of intentionally not scanning people.
Oh, wait a minute. We're wondering the American sport wee guy chat.
Sorry.
It's not really though. People banging their skulls.
Talking of events cancelled at the Hydro.
Okay.
Did you see that
Yeah,
the Strictly Come Dancing event was cancelled the other night?
I thought you were going to say about the American preacher.
No. They were supposed to have a Strictly Come Dancing night at the Hydro. And people turned up at 6 o'clock. The doors at 7. And the doors never opened.
Sounds like the Hydro.
At 7:45, one member of staff came out to the front door and went, the show's been cancelled, to like 8,000 people.
I tell you what, and that'll be an old crowd.
Well, that was the comments on social media were like, my elderly mother had to stand out in the rain for an hour. You live in Scotland.
If she's that elderly and frail, she shouldn't be fucking out the house.
My 2 children had to stand out in the bare wind for half an hour with no cover.
Why was it cancelled?
There was a leak in the roof. It was leaking through onto the stage.
That's new builds, mate. Fucking new builds.
Yeah.
It seems like a perfectly reasonable excuse.
When they designed this building, did they not think of any shelter?
Did they not think of January 2020 when I would be taking my 2 children?
But the thing is, there was then, we were told we could go and wait in the concourse at the SECC, but that's so far away. Like, it's literally 20 yards away. Oh, we'd lose our place in the queue. You've got actual seats.
Do you know what this backs? Do you know what this backs up?
People are fucking thick.
But it backs up some extra. So, the coronavirus.
Yes.
We won't talk about that specifically.
I know it well.
See, when we were walking in tonight, I was walking out past Tesco. I could hear a guy over my shoulder on the phone. And obviously the person on the phone said, I'm not feeling well, or sneezed or whatever, and went, you've probably got the coronavirus. And it made me think about how a disease crosses over into the language and into the day-to-day conversation. Like, we don't fucking talk about Zika anymore. You know what I mean? Like, these things...
Zika was going to kill all babies.
Aye, it's fucking like...
There was people who were planning on getting pregnant.
Have you been
who
to Mexico?
did not have... Who stopped trying to get pregnant because they've been to Mexico recently.
See, 3 weeks before coronavirus became sort of a popular media term.
That's when Gary stopped enjoying it because it was so mainstream.
They tried to kick one of them. I like coronavirus before it was
deflating balls in the NFL.
I tell you what, how many people have we lost to coronavirus in China?
In China?
It's in triple figures now.
200.
Aye.
No, I mean, fucking China losing 300 people.
So sorry, this was
They fucking lose more to pencil sharpenings.
This is to fucking Apple.
Aye, do you know what I mean?
More people throw themselves out a window a year at the Apple factory in China because they're fucking so depressed. Even more of them get caught by a net that's outside the window to stop them committing suicide, and they get hooked off a net like a fucking evil playground and put back
in like a crowd surfer at a gig. Back in you go.
You know,
that's you. You've lost your window seat now. You're in the middle of the office.
I was in a WhatsApp chat yesterday, and one of my friends put in a link to a news article that said that coronavirus had been found in Raigmore Hospital in Inverness. And I thought, I'm going to read that. And I clicked on it. And see, when I clicked on it, it was just a man with a massive bobby.
And how did they get coronavirus?
He wasn't washing his bobby.
So, moaning about the leak and stuff on the roof.
Yeah.
There was people praising, we'll play a game against the football club, but you don't need to do much further digging because you know where I'm going with this. People complaining about the fact that China had racked up 2 emergency hospitals in the space of 10 days that could shelter and look after 4,000 people. Mm-hmm. So they did this in like just under 2 weeks. They constructed this temporary hospital. And
lost 900 workers in the building.
Aye, they're all cemented in. That's fine though, you know what I mean? The World Cup's going ahead. What's the hospital over that's had the problem with the bird droppings in it?
The Queen Elizabeth University Hospital.
So this, somebody praised and went, the SNP can't even get a fucking hospital racked up properly. You went, right, here's what happens in China. See if that hospital collapses and kills those 1,000 people. Do you know how many lawsuits the Chinese government's going to settle? Fucking nothing. And they'll tell you to fuck off. They'll cover up the records and burn their body. Do you know what would happen if fucking one person tripped over a wet floor sign in that fucking hospital? There'd be fucking lawsuits off everyone.
The SNP mopped the floor.
Honestly, we are the most ungrateful fucking civilization in the world, and it does my boxing when folk use shit like that to points go, oh, China racked up 2 hospitals. You went, aye mate, no regulation. There's bricks falling in those people. I was going to die with corona, but now it's concussion.
Oh, I didn't realise that you'd seen pictures of this hospital. I knew you got one of those pictures. It's obviously been built.
Aye.
Oh, fucking really.
Maybe if you don't like Great Britain so much, you should move.
But do you know what I would like on that? This has gone off topic, but on the political discussion is see if politicians stop taking credit for things they're not actually involved in, so they then can't be blamed for things they're not actually involved in.
Yeah.
Nicola Sturgeon is not in charge of setting up hospitals. She's in charge of managing a budget, which then does that.
Wee nippy.
However,
sneaking into the children's ward, injecting Waynes with viruses.
However, the problem is, if the NHS performs well, the SNP then do use that as a slogan to say, we're running the country. You go, how about you just be honest and go, look, we gave money and people ran the hospitals well this year.
Aye.
We had nothing really to do with it, but all credit to the health service, they done well. And then you won't get complaints when random things like that pop up. Just be honest and go, see, be honest, most of the time we don't really do anything. We just try and point people and appoint the right people in places and give them money to do jobs. Yeah. Some people will do a shit job, some people will do a good job. Some teachers at schools will do a really good job and their classes will pass and others won't.
So my mum had a wee accident before Christmas. She ended up with a big cut in her arm. So there's been quite a few hospital visits. But we didn't know if she got a wee bit of wood stuck in it. Maybe about a month ago. It was still inflamed at the wound. So my wife and I took her to a GP. The GP says there might be an infection in the wound, just go straight up to minor injuries. There's your referral letter. So they phoned me at work, and did you know what? It was Manny Christine took them up. And then my wife and I went up and let her away. And I'm sitting next to my mum in the minor injuries. So what would they say? She said this, and they're going to look at this. And then see when the doctor on call was coming back, my mum went, oh, here she comes. Look at the age here, she must be 12. And I'm going, nah, that's a fucking fully grown woman that's done 7 years medical training. And she's going to tell you how to fix your fucking arm. Do you know what I mean? What do you want? Is there a sweet spot and a skin tone that you want your doctor to be? Is there a sweet spot of a 38-year-old?
I know the sweet spot.
This was a local girl, doctor, done her training, fine. See, as long as you've got education, I could not give a fuck what you look like, where you're from, just fix me.
Who your mum was looking for was the hospital porter.
Aye, exactly. Exactly. See if they fucking see the guy that does the chips in the canteen.
Aye.
Had said, do you know what, you've got a wee bit of infection, will you take some antibiotics for 10 days and then come back and see us? Should have been, he was a nice guy.
You want any chips?
I was raging with my mum. It's been complicit in part of the system to fucking mindlessly complain about nothing.
Aye.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the age here. She's just a nice lassie, fucking try to help you fix your arm. You've got a comment about it.
It's almost like people expect GPs who are very well trained.
No, do you know who they wanted to be? They wanted to be Dick Van Dyke. Every doctor. They want every doctor to be diagnosis murder. Come and go, this is the most complex thing that I've seen in my whole time. And do you know what? We are going to fix you up with this special treatment that only I know about.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, George Clooney.
Wait a minute here.
And ER.
Charles, come and have a look at this.
Hi there, I'm going to be your doctor today, but I'm afraid I do have a uterus and I've only done 15 years at med school. Oh, would you rather see a man that sells chips? Would you rather see him? Yes, give me the man thinking of chips. I've been waiting here 35 minutes. Him in the trolley.
Imagine you get given. I would love that to be. Maybe I wouldn't because I'm such a moany cunt as well, and I would moan about this. But I would love it to be someone that was community service or something. Somebody just employed by hospitals to be in A&E and see when people have been like, I've been fucking here an hour and a half. They just go over and remind them and go, broken ankle for football, was it? Aye. Heart attack, mate.
Leisure. Well, that happened to me.
Heart attack, mate. You're going to need fucking weight. But then make everyone aware of it. Go, mate, I know you've got a fucking broken ankle, but there's a kid in there with a fucking broken arm now and she's only 6 years old. She doesn't understand. You're going to have to wait your turn and let everyone just look at him going, guy's a fucking arsehole.
See, when we first went in, they said, can you wait a couple of minutes? We're waiting in an ambulance coming in. So they were prepped, waiting in the ambulance coming in, right?
What?
Well, I don't know if you know, but I've been sent by my GP and I have a letter. So we fucking played it cool. We got out the road and we went back up. But you see what you're talking about? You do kind of look and go, I wonder what's the matter with them. Do you know, kind of where am I in the pecking order? And see if somebody does approach and go, listen, it's about my turn. They've went before me. They should take out a clipboard and see what their name is. They should take them for the top and just draw a big arrow, putting them right back in the bottom of the queue, right in front of everybody, and then hold it up and go, anybody else want to complain? Anybody else want to be a fucking hero? I can draw another arrow, because all your names are on this.
Well, maybe when you turn up, they should just go, now, before you take a seat, do you have any gender or racial preferences that you'd like to see?
Aye.
You go, oh, yeah, actually, yes, I do. You go, okay. And then they just...
See, if that was me, I'd always go, give me the Muslim. Because you know you're getting seen first.
They just put them in a little pigeonhole that's marked
Aye.
tomorrow.
Or just a blind to pull down. Just go. See, when they're asking you the questions when you go in, that should be third or fourth question. Go, okay, age, blah, blah, blah. Which doctor's surgery do you attend? Blah, blah, blah. How much of a moaning cunt are you, and how much are you going to complain when you leave here after your free treatment? Okay, right. Okay, just take a seat. Somebody will be with you in 9 hours.
You're looking for the minor injuries unit in Australia.
Oh. But incrementally as we went on, my mum's attitudes got a lot better. But it's a fucking crying service. Fucking chill out with the moaning.
Wee nappy sneaking in the middle of the night, tickling Wayne's feet, putting bird shite in the water, the fucking SNP.
Aye, because she's not got a hard enough job without killing kids. I want to watch. Do you know? I like to take so little care in my position as First Minister of Scotland with a depleted budget that I'm willing to kill kids.
To get the numbers right.
Like at what point do you actually go, aye, that was her fault, right?
Wee Jimmy Cranky on the news never wears the same suit twice, does she? That's to get rid of the smells of children's cadavers.
She takes the First Minister helicopter and she flies onto the roof of the hospital and does a shite on it herself.
Fucking wee nippy.
Taxpayers' money.
She came to the village last week, didn't she? 3 days after the march. Couldn't come for the march. She went to visit the local school, smearing measles on the Wayne's faces.
It's fucking bullshit, isn't it?
Seeing her way home from Parliament, she gets a driver to stop in the street. She kicks a homeless.
Sticks her fingers up to the Queen.
Oh, fucking hell.
She's trying to drag us out this union, and I'll tell you what, there'll be no tetanus for no fucker when we leave.
Some fucking attitude, isn't it?
Mate, there's so many thick people. Do you know what? It's a Stuart Lee joke. Like, I'm no longer even trying to be nice to people anymore. It's like, oh no, it's not only racists that voted for Brexit. Cunts did as well.
Wee Nippy. When it gets dark, wee Nippy sneaks out of her mansion down to the village.
Will we even bother? Yeah, we should still do it because I want to make this point. It's we've leaned into football anyway, and you've mocked me enough on the Patreon, so we'll go for it.
I was going to do a football story.
Just this quickly, but see the people getting so angry. Right, I've never seen this before. Right, so we've talked about this in our chat. Michael Stewart yesterday on the radio.
Yeah. You're going to need background it.
Yes,
but by the way, in the start of tonight's programme, the BBC issued an apology for Michael Stewart's comments last night.
There's only one part they need to, and it's the weird off-ramp he goes, but apart from that, everything else is accurate. The off-ramp's weird because they're trying to open up a discussion about whether there's racism. That's fine. But his off-ramp after that is completely accurate. However, BBC Scotland's...
Is this a word you use in your other podcasts, off-ramp?
I don't know, actually. However, my only example was, as someone who also follows Arsenal and listened to TalkSport, listened to TalkSport since about 2010, every day for 10 minutes, Adrian Durham, who's the biggest wind-up merchant in the world, had a bit called the Daily Arsenal,
yes,
in which he was just baiting Arsenal fans.
Right.
Arsenal have millions of people on their Twitter, right? 20 million followers or something like that. I did never see this massive hound of Arsenal fans demanding apologies from regulators, politicians to get involved. Michael Stewart is a fucking radio personality. Mm-hmm. He's not like an MP or a governing official.
He tried to stand for the SNP though.
I know, but
he would like to be.
Kind of irrelevant. But people are talking about him as if he's got, as if you need to listen to him.
Aye, you can turn your radio off.
There's people who sort it out. I've seen people going, "What did Michael Stewart say?" and then go find it and then get raging at it. I go, Why? What did you expect to find?
Aye, did you expect to change your opinion of Michael Stewart?
But they've done it with... This is going off a bit rant. But they've done it with Chris Boyd. All people want is people that agree with him.
Aye.
So Chris Boyd and Alan McCoy were getting slated last year, and then they made a couple of reverse comments, and now they're constantly shared as being, aye, definitely everything they say is on us. You wanted McCoy's done for a comment he made in a Cy Ferry interview before?
What?
Because he wasn't backing everything you said? Oh, McCoy's just forgot his fucking roots, isn't he?
Like, see, this is why I don't like podcasting. When we started podcasting, it took a certain amount of fucking technical nous. And then Twitter, and it frustrates me that everybody has a platform.
Mind back then there was a football team called Rangers.
2012.
Nicola Sturgeon.
Right, well... Right, I didn't really have any more to say to that, but it was just the fact that there are Rangers fans wanting petitions to get Michael Stewart, and the fact that BBC have issued an apology is, as long as it was for deflecting on the one discussion they tried to have, but everything else he said was accurate, and I bet they've apologised on the basis that another journalist was mentioned by name, and Jim Traynor.
He's not a journalist. That's not even a joke.
Everything Michael Stewart said is everything that I've agreed with on Jim Traynor being anywhere near the fucking club that he's at just now.
Jim Traynor is Rangers marketing head of PR.
No, but Michael Stewart's right. He's fucking not, because he allows fires to happen that he has a job to fix.
Aye.
He's a fucking arsehole.
But right. See the fact that the BBC... I'm only going to talk about this briefly because I'm going to be honest
with you. We'll get off it,
no fucker cares. It's because it's been on the BBC. If it'd been on TalkSport, owned by Rupert Murdoch, there could have been a retort in the Sun, and it's the point that Stewart was making, that there's PR, businesses, corporations that make money out of dividing people over nothing issues. They fabricate things, they argue about them, they divide people that are working with one another or friends with one another, and the point that he made about that happening in wider society is 100% correct. Coronavirus, is the coronavirus going to fucking kill us all while asleep? No. Is it all over the fucking front pages right now? Yes. Have a look at what the fucking media are actually reporting and what they're not reporting. It's a fucking...
On the thing you said about everyone having a platform,
I've removed platforms for everybody.
Well, Katie Hopkins has been removed, so how much of that have you watched?
I seen her standing behind the big sign that said cunt.
Mate, it's a glorious 12 minutes of viewing.
I've not watched it
Is
yet.
that a full? I watched a minute or two. Yeah.
Aye, there's like a full. The people who organised it explain what it is. So the guy's done it before. The guy's done a couple of videos pretended to be Michael Gove's assistant,
Right.
and he's like pretending to be on a phone. He's like, and he's talking to his pal. Goes, "It's Michael again." I'm like, "Yes, Michael, we will get you that 2 grand just in time for the 4 o'clock meeting you have in Parliament. Don't worry, we wouldn't send you in there empty after last night." So they've done this Cape Town Collective thing where they've set up a fake like freedom of speech group,
Right.
and invited her to collect their yearly award that they give to people who are fighting for free speech. Really nice email, explained who they are. They've set up the website. It's all pictures of like random people that you should know who they are. Like there's people from Ku Klux Klan's pictures.
Nice.
So anyone with a brain would maybe go, "Oh, that was the fucking
This is
David
ringing.
Duke. That was like one of the famous
Fred
ones."
Phelps.
But Katie Hop, they've appealed to her ego in this.
Yeah.
So they've invited her to Prague, to a Four Seasons hotel, to attend a dinner in which she's going to be presented with their Cape Town Collective Personality of the Year for freedom of speech. Wine and diner, explain a bit of the company. They've got different people up speaking, explaining what it is. So she's getting presented with her award. That's where you then see the caption behind her, which just comes up saying cunt, and they take the photo of her. But he stops the video at this point and goes, "Now, at this point, this seems really nasty, what we've done. We've invited somebody of her own accord. We've paid everything. She's innocent at this point. It's not done anything wrong to us. However, the reason we're actually sharing this video is because of everything that now follows. We gave her a safe
platform.
space to feel like she was comfortable and within her own people.
And this is what she done.
And this is what she done. And it is calling Muslims retards who shagged their own mums. Greta Thunberg, an autistic little cunt."
Aye, it's pretty grim.
So Twitter just responded right away and went,
No, but
that was the line, because we actually have you saying things. It's not you trolling me little headlines or being clever how you presenting them. That was just abuse of a wee lassie with disability.
see, she's going to get she's been nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Katie Hopkins.
No, Greta.
Has she? Good.
Yep.
But yeah, so they will actually remove platforms if they think.
But what should happen is when somebody gets their platform removed.
Well, that's not always happened to her though, because she's now going to be investigated.
I'd remove limbs.
Yeah, but we should not talk
Yeah.
about it.
What?
We should not. What she still would want is for people to be talking about
But
it.
she can't see the discussion as long as it's on Twitter though.
If you just bleep her name out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let everyone. Do what we've done before.
Yeah, cool. That's not tons of work.
We've only said her name twice, Katie Hopkins. So just make sure you beep out Katie Hopkins.
Katie Hopkins.
Any mention of Katie Hopkins, Katie, or otherwise.
Are you busy?
Talking of Katie Hopkins, did you see that Prince Andrew accompanied the Queen on an official visit the other week?
To a youth club?
It's a bit old for him, no?
It was very much overplayed by Harry and Meghan stories.
Right.
Just slipped under the radar, unfortunately.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on somebody to get pregnant within the royal family? Go, right, we'll sit all the grandkids.
Distraction.
Go, right, we need another fucking kid quick. Who's under pressure to get? There is a wedding coming up, isn't there? One of Sarah Ferguson's kids.
Aye.
I seen it last night at the BAFTAs. Rebel Wilson made a Prince Andrew joke, and the camera panned right across to William and Kate, and they did not look amused in the slightest.
Well, I wonder if they were slagging your uncle for being a pedo. Imagine they slagged your Uncle Gary.
You don't know what Uncle Gary's been up to.
He's ashamed to the Gary name.
Well, talking of being ashamed to the Gary name, I went to Forbidden Planet last week.
For condoms.
Basically, yeah. Stuff that would guarantee that there'd be no babies.
Aye, just a comic.
Contracept.
So there's
just the bag is enough.
So you'll get angry, but I want you to let me finish because there's an ending to the story. There's a new range of collectible figurines, which are fat animals eating food, such as a panda with a donut, a penguin with a pizza, a seal with an ice cream. So I went, and they you don't buy them seen. They come in like big, massive Kinder Egg balls. And they cost £5 each.
How many did you buy?
About 3. So, well, I'll tell you the full story. I bought 2, and I got a pug eating an ice cream and a seal with a donut,
I'm letting him finish.
but the seal's tail was broken in half.
It's almost like it's a waste of a fiver.
Can you imagine him standing in the rain in
Matthew,
Sucky
taste
Hall
that
Street going, I didn't want this one, it fucking breaks it.
So I contacted...
Oh, this is great.
A fucking seal eating ice cream, that's not
Yeah.
realistic.
That's...
I'd like to speak to the manager if he's not too busy shagging.
Do you not know seals are lactose intolerant? They wouldn't eat ice cream.
They come in... There's 12... There's 12 different kinds you can get, right? And then there's more rare ones that
Of course there
they
is.
only come like
Like
one
a
in every...
Charizard Pokemon.
Aye.
Gary, I learned that sentence from my 5-year-old nephew.
So I was worried.
Who's shagging?
That's exactly what I was worried about. They would think, oh, he's just snapped the tail off because it wasn't a rare one.
Right, okay.
So I contacted the company, Funko. I said, look, I've got this.
Gary, they've got you by the fucking balls, man.
Got him by the tail.
I've got this product. It's broken. I don't really know what to do. And they said, well, if you go back to the retailer, we work with them. They'll be able to exchange it for you. I'm like, okay, fine. So I went back to Forbidden Planet a week later. And
A week later.
Wait, your automatic point wasn't to go back to where you bought it. You went straight to the person who made it.
well, yeah, because I thought they're just going to go, it was broken. It was already broken inside the thing. So it was like a manufacturing defect.
Right, okay.
You shouldn't stick your dick in these things.
So
Gary humping a Kinder Egg. Enjoy your dinner, listener.
So I went back this weekend and I went up and I explained what had happened, and he went, oh,
Shards of plastic in his pants.
the guy in the counter says, you're not the first person to bring one back broken. I think there might be a problem.
There's sometimes no jokes needed.
So I went and I got another one. And I thought, oh, come here. I'll buy another one and my free one.
Right. It's not a free one, you've already paid for it.
Yeah,
Re-
my
your
exchange,
your
and I bought it.
replacement.
So
The
I
one
had-
you fucked for
So
a
I
new
had
one.
my pug with an ice cream, my replacement one, and a new one that I bought. So I bought 3. And I got home and I opened the other 2, and they both had the pug with the ice cream in it.
Right.
So I've spent £15 on 3 pugs with ice creams. Now, there's 15 variations,
Right.
and I've managed to get the same one 3 times.
And you don't...
The odds in doing that are like 1,000,000 to 1.
Are they 1,000,000 to 1, Mr. Gambling Podcast?
No, it all depends on how many got delivered to Forbidden Planet. It could be like 1 and 1 for all you
Aye,
know.
there could
They
be-
might only have pugs with ice creams.
There could be a seal van. Do you know what I mean? That's just one that delivered. Oh, Gary's going to the toilet. What will we talk about?
Talk about how much of it.
I think he has fucking the eggs, man.
That would be the equivalent of saying
He's
that-
fucking probably in there with an egg though now. Banned for the petrol
no,
station.
that's like the equivalent of saying like, oh, you never went in the scratch cards, and then the same shop having like 5 people that won the $5,000 maximum.
Aye, that's, I keep getting...
Oh, we forgot to split these up.
Listen, I've got these 3 scratch cards, but they're not winners. Can I exchange them?
Aye, what is this? It looks like an image of a pug eating an ice cream.
This is a piece of cardboard with... It looks as if a hole's been fucked in it. Could you hurry it up? I've got to need to go to Forbidden Planet after this.
Hey, that fucking Funko company needs to stop existing. He probably keeps them afloat. Like if he stopped
Nah,
purchasing,
there's other people doing it.
there's too many. They need to stop. He hears this part anyway. Like Gary's left us, but he's going to hear this when he does the edit. It's a shame.
It's not mine.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hi. Everything okay?
So what? You try to get somebody to send you a seal eating an ice cream?
If you could get back to me on my email address, eggfucker@gmail.com.
Wait, are you using this as like an exchange program for?
Yeah, so if
Funko
anybody
Pops?
wants to swap a pug for any of the other models,
Surely you've already got somebody. Surely you've already spoke to somebody on the internet that's got the one you want. You want to swap the pug. You've already done this. Don't
No,
lie to
because
me.
they're-
Don't lie to me.
I tried. They're just nowhere near as popular as Pops, so no one's got doublers yet. I sold one of them on eBay. I made my money back.
You're fucking 16 quid down in petrol.
Aye. Yes. Somebody in Germany, it's costing me £9 to send it to them.
Herman, you'll have a delivery.
So yeah, if anybody's got the
Mama, It has a dick hole. It has a dick hole in the egg. This is a pre-fucked egg. Damn you, Gary.
So if anybody has a raccoon or a panda they want to swap for a pug, I'm here.
Damn you, Gary.
I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. Have you thought of setting up a YouTube channel and having pictures of you opening it?
I did.
Just all flustered.
Hi guys.
I did, but the ones that I've watched,
It's the fucking same one.
in order to get viewers, you seem to have to be really over enthusiastic, and when you open something up, go and really overplay, and not just go.
If you
Oh,
fucked
that's
all your
nice.
enthusiasm
Have you never
away.
opened a disappointing gift in front of like a grandparent?
Yeah.
Oh, the cardigan from Marks and Spencer's.
But what tends to happen on YouTube is people open things and then they go and start punching walls and like doing backflips and stuff. Like, that's not me. I'm just like, yeah. And that doesn't really fly on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I suppose.
I tell you what, that's a good fucking solid hour on the Housing Association podcast. Let's do it a wee 10-15 minute. That's another Patreon, and we'll fuck that out.
Cool.
You happy with that?
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to join Patreon.
And don't touch any eggs with gloves.